All right, today we're diving into a really incredible story. It's a parable about faith, about poverty, and about a mystery that bridges two completely different worlds, the Iman and the Jinn. You know, so many great stories begin with a test, right? And this one is no different. It all starts during a holy month, with an empty table, and then a knock on the door that is quite literally going to change everything.
So let's meet our main character, Maulana Abdallah. He's a deeply pious cleric, and he's known for having this absolutely beautiful voice when he leads prayers. But here's the thing, he's also dealing with just crushing poverty. His little mosque is falling apart, and his family is on the brink of starvation.
And what makes this moment so powerful is the timing. It's the very first iftar of Ramadan. That's the meal to break the fast. But on their table, there's nothing but water and some dry bread. His daughter starts to cry, and this is what he says to comfort her. It just goes to show you, his faith is all he has left. So right at this moment, when it feels like all hope is lost, there's a loud knock on their worn-out wooden door. And this knock is about to bring an offer that sounds completely impossible. The man standing there is unlike anyone the Maulana has ever seen. He's tall, dressed in all white, with a face that seems to radiate light and these unusually bright eyes. He introduces himself as Zulkarnain, and his request? He wants the Maulana to come to his remote village and lead the prayers for the rest of Ramadan. The Maulana hesitates, of course, but then Zulkarnain offers him a small pouch, and inside are gold coins. I mean, enough to erase his family's poverty for generations. With his family provided for, the Maulana agrees. He leaves with this mysterious stranger and they journey to a place that, well, it feels like it shouldn't even exist. It's like a hidden paradise, nestled away between mountains. And the transformation is just shocking. He's gone from his decaying little mosque to this incredible one with marble minarets that seem to touch the sky. He's gone from a meal of dry bread to these incredible feasts with exotic fruits he's never even seen before. Even the air smells different, like musk and amber. It's a world beyond his wildest dreams.
But paradise is a little strange. During prayers, there are hundreds of worshipers behind him, but there isn't a single sound, not a cough, not even a breath. They just stand there, perfectly still, like statues. And in this whole bustling village, there are no children playing, no animals making noise, even the markets are completely silent. Oh, and when he recites the Quran, his voice just booms with this supernatural power he's never felt. Something is definitely off.
And this question just starts to haunt him. The place is perfect, sure, but it's also deeply unsettling. Who are these people he's leading in prayer every day? Well, Ramadan ends, and Zulkarnain sends him home with even more gifts and treasure. So now he's a wealthy man, but his mind just can't let go of the mystery. He has to find out the truth. So he travels all the way back to the exact spot where that magnificent village stood. And it's gone. There's nothing there. In its place are just thorny bushes, crumbling ancient graves, a total wasteland. It's as if the entire village, the marble mosque, all of it, had never existed at all. He just falls to his knees, completely questioning his own sanity. Desperate for answers, he shows one of the gold coins to a historian friend, and his friend is just floored. The coin isn't just old, it's from a dynasty that ended over 500 years ago. So think about that. The treasure was real, but the place it supposedly came from was impossible. How could this even be? Was he the victim of some kind of elaborate trick? Was he just losing his mind? These questions just consumed him, and he fell into this really deep despair. And then one evening, he hears that familiar knock on the door again. It's Zulkarnain. The Maulana shrinks back, totally terrified, but Zulkarnain just smiles gently and finally reveals the unbelievable truth. Zulkarnain then explains everything. The village, the silent congregation, the ancient treasure, it was all real, just not in the way a human would understand it. So what are Jinn? Well, in this tradition, they are unseen beings of faith, a lot like humans, but they're created from a smokeless fire. And they live in a world that exists parallel to our own, normally invisible to us. Zulkarnain explains that his community of Muslim Jinn had been searching for a truly pious teacher to inspire their young people. They observed the Maulana for a long time, and they saw his unwavering faith even in the face of extreme hardship. So, by divine will, they made their hidden world visible to him. But Zulkarnain is very clear. This wasn't a business deal. He says, this is not a transaction. This is love.
And so, this strange and beautiful arrangement continued for the rest of the Maulana's life. It was a true testament to his piety and his patience.
Maulana Abdullah became one of the most respected and wealthy merchants in his whole city. His family lived in comfort, his daughters married well. But every single Ramadan, without fail, he would just disappear for a month. Everyone thought he was on a solitary spiritual retreat, but only he knew the truth. He was fulfilling his pact, preaching the Quran in the unseen village of the Jinn.
And the whole point of this entire parable is a really powerful one, that when a person has true faith and patience, help can be provided from sources we cannot see, in ways we can't possibly comprehend.
And that leaves us with a final thought to reflect on. Beyond the specifics of this story, it's really asking us to consider the possibilities that lie just beyond our own perception. What help, what opportunities, what unseen forces might be waiting for us, if only we have the patience to see them through.